Hi, it's Tina McAninch here. I am in Metro's office today at St. Andrew United Methodist Church, and it is Wednesday, so I would like to share with you this week's Metro Lenten Moment. I'm going to start by reading a few verses from the book of James in chapter 1 that have to do with perseverance and persistence. James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes scattered among the nations. Greetings. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. So I chose to share these words today because they go right along with the story about the 2020 grant recipient I'm going to share with you today. Scott United Methodist Church was a grant recipient from Metro last year for their Generation to Generation conference. It's an annual conference that's been held for the last 12 years, and they were determined and persistent to have this conference last year. So I'm going to share a little bit about it, about the conference itself, along with some photos. Scott United Methodist Church is a historic African American church in the Martindale-Brightwood community of Indianapolis. They will be celebrating their 113th anniversary later this year. Scott UMC has held an annual Generation to Generation conference for 12 years running. The conference was a vision of Reverend Dr. James McAninch to bring young, old, and everyone in between together within the community Scott UMC serves. Last year, with CDC and local guidelines in place that limited large gatherings, church leaders were concerned the 2020 conference may have to be canceled. The event organizers, Eunice Trotter and Tamara Breeding Good, along with Reverend Anike, weren't going to let that happen, and with persistence and perseverance, they formed their organizing committee and went to work. They planned a safe physical distancing event. These leaders realized that a gathering would come at an especially critical time as Indianapolis and the nation confronted the COVID-19 pandemic, much racial strife, deteriorated police and community relations, and individual, spiritual, economic, social, and emotional crisis. Through perseverance and persistence, the conference schedule came together. Workshop topics were determined and workshop leaders were confirmed. 25 local Black businesses purchased outdoor vendor space. Artists in music, artwork, fashion, performance, and more committed to participating in the 3-day event. And the Rebuilding the Village conference was on. A free online registration system was used so that attendance at all workshops would be capped to ensure appropriate physical distancing. Workshops were also recorded and many were live streamed. Of the 20 workshops, there was one that was a forum where community members had opportunities to ask Police Chief Randall Taylor pointed questions about the relationship between their community and the police. In another forum, local Black politicians were asked what they were really committed to doing to serve their constituents. There was a workshop for both youth and adults on choosing a mate, another one on healthy eating, and even another on technology, and many more. At the same time, several sessions and activities for children were available across the 3 days. With over 20 workshops and many exhibits that were available across the 3 days, there were local musicians performing and other artists displaying their work. All workshops were attended at capacity, and those in attendance welcomed the insight, the dialogue, the fellowship, and maybe most importantly, the sense of community. The perseverance and persistence of Scott UMC brought to fruition time spent in community that was greatly needed.